I didn't even click on the right thing. Oops. Okay. Oops. I'm very sorry for that. Drop my phone. So the very simple, I hope to be simple, premise of today's stream is just I'll build whoever, if anyone shows up to comment, tells me to build. And because I know people commenting is quite rare here, I'll just be doing like just building on the wall this whole time until I'm told something to do, I guess. And I'll make it where, well, not make it where, but I'm gonna hold for now, so far, the promise that I will, with every build recommended with reason, I will begin and finish in this stream once it's given to me as something to do. I wonder if I should put like text on the screen or something somewhere. I could probably put it on the side, I think. So yeah. Actually, no, give me a second. I'll do it. I'll add the thing on the side. That seems good enough. I don't know where to put this. I'll put it there. Save. Alright, that works. Actually, that's probably too big. I'm sorry, I just want to put it somewhere if I built it. Okay, that works. Okay, there you go, that's much better now. Yeah, I'm gonna just do the basics of just working on the small things around the kingdom while I wait to see if there's anything to do. Perhaps. So we shall begin with the kingdom's chores. Also, I have an idea of some mini things to build. Or many things to do. Oh, thank you for the new follow. Taco Band Sup, I think. I'll start attempting to read names of followers, but I can't promise that I'll do any of that successfully, of course. Well, hello, welcome to the channel. I can't think of anything specifically to say. If you mean what, like, device I'm playing Minecraft on, I just play it on the PC. Nothing special, necessarily. What do you mean? If you're asking if I would want to play with you or something, then I would have to say no, since at the time being, I have no idea who you are. Okay, yeah, no offense, but I'd just rather not play with someone I do not know. Because it's not like I'm alone. There's other people who come on this server. Not too often. Well, usually often, but they seem to be doing whatever it is they do recently. I'm gonna assume you understand. So yeah, the only requests I am taking is for requests of things to build with reason. And I add with reason because I will not be building any stupid phallic things, of course. I guess when I say build things, I mean more specifically like buildings and stuff. But I guess 2D artworks as well. I do have lots of wool, so it can be easy. I'll start to actually feed the chickens once, perhaps. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just start straight up using seeds to breed the animals, and then... Oh, that seems dealt with. Oh yeah, I was going to cook potatoes. Almost ran off the more. I keep that there so anyone can just use it, I guess. I don't think anyone else actually messes with the farm, but just in case. Actually, this can stay. I'm using this, I can steal a couple pieces. Perfect. 1, 2. That works. Why can't I just put things in things? Alright, there we go. My apologies, I was doing something real quick. Actually, I realized I should just get rid of the shovels. I don't need all of them. Nor do I need all the pickaxes, honestly. I just need one. For when I need to get stone now and then. So I have that. And this. I just need lots of wood. What do you have, Marie, sir? Nothing of use to me. I see. I swear, this is all fun and games until you have to start building upwards. so surprised that goats do not spawn over here. So it's only in like new areas in which you can find goats, I guess. I say, but I have yet to ever come across a goat in this server still. I don't actually know the requirements to the goats. I mean, I would assume they would appear here just because this is a mountain biome. Yeah, sorry about going silent now and then. I'm just very focused, specifically when building up on this. Because I very easily lose track of where I am. And I guess I can't think of any specific topics at the moment to go on about. I was just confused for a second because I don't remember actually taking damage usually in this section, but I probably have before. It's probably one of those times where I place the block before I even land. Just give me a quick second, because now I have another thing to quickly do. I mean, it's not like there's anyone giving me anything to do yet, any chores, so... Okay. Maybe that one didn't go as well as the others. It's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep building until someone appears to give me something to do, I guess. Maybe this should just be how most streams are. Because I'm terrible with ideas, so this would be the best way to get ideas and things to do. Yeah, I can see flashing. I'm guessing my light's probably gonna die. I'm out of wood. No. I knew that death was near, and yet escape was still not possible. Oh. Just a thing in case you're curious is that, because I just realized that I keep randomly humming, it's just that I have the Welcome to the Internet song stuck in my head this whole time. I always have something stuck in my head at some point. Who knows, maybe I should have worded the title differently. And just as a thing, because I don't know if I'll even keep the title the same when I upload this to YouTube, or if it'll be some other title eventually, or something of the sorts. So in case you're curious, at the moment it's currently building whatever you wish with reason. I'm like, is that not enough for people to wish to request builds? I don't know. I just realized it's night. I should escape. Okay, good thing I landed in the water. That could have not ended well. Is there a bed in here I could steal? No? Well, it seems not. Not in this correct location. In here, probably. No, there's no bed in that one. Not good with luck. There we go. This is mine. No? Due to a random villager standing out in the open, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna need to make new beds. More beds. More beds for the villagers. To appease them. But the villagers are to be appeased at a different point. Today it is the viewers, the commenters, whoever it is who is here to be appeased. You know, because I can, I'll turn this random person into a lesson. And it is if a random person asks you to join their server and you don't know who they are, probably shouldn't. You very likely should not join their server. I mean, of course there's things where, like, YouTubers will have, like, servers and stuff, of course. And if they have it in, like, their own descriptions of things, of course, and you could That's something I would consider more trustworthy. Yeah, just a random person asking you to join something I would not trust. Because after you join, they could get your IP and things like that through their server. Because you have no idea what, I can't remember the technical words for lots of things. We don't know what type of things they could have in their server that could simply just be trying to use to get your location. And so you know what? This channel just became slightly educational. Lesson of the day: don't trust random invitations to servers. Just take everything on the internet with precaution, honestly. I'm like, hey, I'll give advice too, whatever it is. As long as I'm given something to do for now, that's fine. So yeah. Since for now I'm just gonna continue working on the kingdom border area. So my goal so far is to get 4 stacks of logs. Yeah, that is correct. I had to double check my head. Because I was trying to think, because usually I'm getting 2 types of tree logs. So then, for instance, for like the center area of the border, I would have been getting 2 stacks of oak and 2 stacks of birch. And then out of that, if I do the math in my head correctly, I should get like, you get 4 planks from every log. And so that would be about 8 stacks of oak and 8 stacks of birch planks. And then, since we're doing that here, by the end of this, we should have about 16 stacks of spruce planks. I just keep forgetting the names of the trees. Man, I just keep thinking about random things. I'm like, a lot of the stuff I learn about Minecraft is because of how often I just, well, not as prevalent now, of course. But when I was like a lot younger, like 6 and 7 and up to 10 probably even. Like the only YouTubers I watched were Minecraft YouTubers. And so I just have so much of that stuff just ingrained in my brain. Some of that knowledge probably doesn't do as well now, though, of course. Since, of course, when Minecraft gets updates and such, lots of things change, and so many of the things that maybe worked then probably wouldn't work now. Oh. But that's just how it be. I also have to be honest, I don't know if other people do this as well, but when I listen to if I listen to someone often who has like a specific accent, or I hang out with someone often and they have lots of specific phrases they say a lot, I literally just, without thinking, will eventually start saying those things as well. So I'm like, every time I say something, I'm like, was this something that came from someone else? Well, one of these days, a friend will hear me talking and probably be like, "Why are you copying me? Why you do this?" It's like, it's not an intentional thing. It's just how I be. I remember that, so there's a game called VR Chat and whatever, where you, like, be in VR and you talk to random people and everyone's just in anime avatars and stuff. So I was talking to someone, like, a week ago or something, and they were just so confused for some reason about my accent. They're like, "What are you?" Like, "Are you American? I don't understand." And now I'm confused. I'm like, do I not have a normal accent? Well, is there even a such thing as a normal accent? I'm not even sure. And the reason I count that as, like, a thing at all, of, like, even though it's just one person's opinion, I just don't talk to people often. And, like, this isn't even, like, a quarantine thing or something. It's just that it's the summer and there's no school or anything, and so I just spend, because I normally do this, is where I just spend all my days inside, and I don't go anywhere because I don't know where to go or anything. I'm not a person who thinks a lot about stuff, or has many wants to do anything. And so I just normally don't see any new people or anything, of course, or go anywhere. And so I'm like, the rare times I do see someone new who's like on like VR chat or something, it's like, what is a first impression? Yeah, because I do hang out with like specific, like, just online friends a lot, like a lot of the same people. Now I think about even like recently, like, I majority of the time only like will like text people and stuff, like message them. I don't actually even usually talk too often to actual people. Just recently I haven't talked to anyone. I say actual people. Well, I was talking about online, but yeah, I don't talk to anyone online or in person actually recently at all. Of course, just the one friend who also plays on here with me. But besides that, I don't think I've actually gotten into even like a voice call with anyone recently. Since it's been like the same people for like a couple years, I guess. Like, maybe if my accent has slightly shifted or something over the years. It's just, no one would have noticed. This is just slowly happens. From me just slowly having this combination of all these different sayings and ways of pronouncing different things based off of just all the different people I have online, at least. Or at least did have online. Maybe it's just I haven't talked to any real humans for so long, I've just lost the ability to properly speak English. Or whatever. Or I could speak English, but I've just lost the ways of properly communicating words. I don't think that's even making sense. Who knows, maybe this is just proving my point, I don't understand. It is alright though. I guess when I think about it, it's not just people I hang around with. Also, sorry for the big gap between the talking. I just wanted to drink something first. Yeah, I guess it's not like just like people I hang out with. Like, I'll listen to lots of like YouTubers and stuff. Like, I feel like every now and then I'll end up catching the way that they'll pronounce specific things, or like parts of their accents and things. It's like odd. I'm like, I don't try to attempt accents. The way I just naturally end up pronouncing things is messed up enough. I need no challenge to add to it. Okay. Well, now I need some axes. If I can climb up these stairs, that is. You know, instead of 9, let's go for 12 blocks of cobblestone this time. Because, that way I could have at least one extra more axe. I just walked past him. I think it's all the new trees that are throwing me off. But that's just how the Goblin Kingdom be. No one can truly keep up with what happens here. Have I not gotten any of these? I was about to say, some have to be gotten throughout the back as well. Oh. One? Alright. Well, that was simpler than I thought. These are gonna start throwing me off, I know it already, because I thought there's a creeper over here already. For a second, just because of the meshes of the different trees. Sorry, yawn. I don't even know what I started humming this time. Okay, so yeah, let's make our goal to get at least one more stack of logs. Also, I just realized the good thing about collecting all this wood for the wall is that also can be useful to have all the materials necessary for when being told to make things. I will say though, if I'm told to make something, I will spend time gathering specific materials for it and such. If I'm going to be making something, I'm going to put all the effort worth into it. Though, of course, I will admit, I will not use, like, exactly accurate materials for things and such. Like, let's say, for some reason, someone told me to make the Statue for Liberty. I don't think I actually would be determined enough to try to find undiscovered areas to get copper to make it as accurate as can be. I would probably literally just use some green wool. Oops. Maybe I'll make it out of grass. Not grass, leaves. Like one of those rich people's fancy shrubs. I don't actually know what it's called. I just said a shrub. You know those fancy trees people cut into shapes and whatever? Like that, but to make the whole statue of liberty. Perfect. Why is this not together? There. So yeah, this piece is gonna go up a bit. That should be enough wood for now. For whether I'm continuing this or whatever request I get given eventually. I have to be honest, I guess I am aware that this stream could easily go along without a single request. But then if not, that's still fine, I guess, because I can still just continue on and possibly finish this thing. No, my torches. I'm actually happy with how close this is to being finished. I'm still just trying to think of ideas of things. Or at least think of whether or not to pre-incorporate ideas I've been making. Because I actually have a survival, well not survival, a single player world that's in creative, where I've just been planning out. Oh, okay. Okay. Where I've been planning out ideas of just things to build, pretty much. Like, I recreated the llama. Not the llama. Sorry, I'm just thinking because I saw the llamas there. That amethyst, pond. Where it looks like a up-facing geode of sorts. And I also made swings. And, like, just the front of a mansion. I didn't have much planning of what else to do with it. Debating on whether or not that's going to be shown, though. So, like, dare I give spoilers to future plans of what to do with the kingdom? I'm not sure. Man, I keep having these moments where I feel like I said about like 50 separate things, and at the same time, I could have been silent for a whole hour, and I just don't know. Wait, was this only one higher? Or... No, I think they were the same level. Did I already build this one up? I already can't remember. Oh yeah, I think that's one above there. Oh, that was that one. Mm. I'll come back and fix this if I have to later, but I guess it's fine for now. Okay, yeah, so I've been sometimes placing a block before I even land. And so that's why I haven't been getting injured on some of this, but I did get injured the one time because I didn't. See, everything makes sense now. Unless I just simply jumped before going, and so that was enough to make something that didn't usually hurt. Why is there so many golden skeletons? My true threat are spiders, but still. I still can't tell if I'm necessarily an arachnophobe or something like that still. In just real life, I mean. Because I get greatly displeased at a spider. Often. Oops. But I'm also that way with most bugs. I may have missed. I'll see first. I may miss every now and then, but you still have all the other proof that I've been successful in the past. By the way, I have no idea what noise I just made. I think I've come to realize that some laughs I do sound like I'm just dying, perhaps. It's possible. Who knows? Perhaps I should have made ladders for both sides of the tower. Though it is fine. It will be dealt with whenever there is more, I guess. I think my saplings may be missing. If I remember correctly, and I probably don't, there they are. Oh, these are supposed to go here. I was about to say, wow, I just yawn a lot. It's like, no, it's just called I keep streaming at midnight. Here's the things that originally when I was creating this, I had the plan of, you see how there's like the piece of wood slab that's goes out like 2 blocks from here? Is I was gonna make 2 of these walls, like 2 layers to it, and then a center in the middle to put like rails or something. When I think about it, I might just only do this layer. I'm too lazy to do the other basically. And I'll just have there be a hangover on the inside. And so that at the very least you can climb all the way up here and be able to look over the kingdom. Which I think could be quite useful for when or if raids happen. To have an above ground area to shoot them from would be easiest. Because the whole point of all that is that I can reach them and they cannot reach me. Where's that one, isn't it? Alright, so after this layer, I'll go and make more ladders. I wonder if I'll have extra wood after this. I feel like I should. I think it takes about 2 or 3 stacks per wall. Just a dolphin being majestic in the background. Trying to think of what to do now. Wow, I feel like this is something more likely to probably get views to drop than go up at all. But, because why not just to throw in there, if there's anyone watching this stream who's interested in seeing any, like, other past streams and such, I do have somewhere in my About section on Twitch should be a link to the YouTube channel where I re-upload all my past streams on here. Since like earlier, basically right before I opened this stream, I uploaded yesterday's stream. So yeah, that's a thing. If anyone cares for it, of course. I don't know why I made more sticks when I think I had plenty enough. I don't know how many I'll actually need, so I feel like it's a good amount. So now I'll get out just the pickaxes. And now I'm gonna go mining. Actually, no. Another good reason I brought that, the ladders would be for this as well. This is this big, wow, English. This is big pit I have back here. And I plan, oh, I just remembered of another thing. I'm just gonna start getting rid of this. I'll do that right now real quick. Alright, then there we go. Oh no, I hated him. I'm just like, any one of these could be a very, very terrible spot to land. Oh. Yeah, I still want to block back. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I can't be getting stuck in any of this again. So I may not have someone to help me. Or next time, that means. And I would not like to have to end a stream merely because I fell in a hole in bedrock. And wow, did my voice not agree with that sentence. Wow. So now to walk around collecting whatever pieces there were. If I can, that is. I have to admit, I was quite iffy on doing that, but I really wanted to get the block back. I don't know why, but I must collect the block. The block is the end point. As long as I still have the water bucket with me, it's all okay. only iffiness with it is the fact that there's the one time I did it. And I got trapped in a hole. Perfect. It's an area where I could go and do that stuff and not die. Okay, so yeah, I plan on just expanding the hole for the sake of a way of collecting more ores, and also it works as a way to easily collect mass amounts of cobblestone. I should have kept at least one action though. I see that skeleton out there hiding. So this piece and this piece I think I'm good for. Not what I meant to do. Maybe this is the time I should have gotten back out the shopping. I'll put that back. It fell off. So yeah, for now it's basically just I'm still gonna do whatever tasks it is I shall do in the kingdom until someone gives me something to build. Just as a reminder. Oh, this will not be the same when we get to, in a newer world, would it? Especially after the new, update. Because then there's newer heights and lower bottoms. Unless this pit looks like nothing. Oh, it's just another dead squid. Squids just die so easily, don't they? Meanwhile, when you go to look for some black dye, suddenly they don't exist no more. And then you apparently just suddenly don't have any ink sacs no more. Oh, I just had another realization of how terrible this would mining like this could end up in the when the newer part of the update, when the second part of the update comes out. That's what it is. Whoop. Because doing things like this or outcomes like this would be more unfortunate. Due to how huge some of the caves could be, and so you could just drop them to death. There, right into the depths you go. Something about this gives me a bit of joy. Also, I need to quickly redo the other, or not redo, but add to the, this. I like this just because it's not too difficult to get all the way to the corner to get into the water. Though knowing me, the one time I do accidentally fall is going to be all the way over here, where I'm farthest away from it. Could I make that? Excuse me. Maybe I can make that. Haha. No, not going to deal with that. Not today. These are next to each other, so I can take at least one. And put it here, just because there needs to be a little light. Just a little. And I saw another piece over here. Alright, there it is. Zooms around. The stream is just much more chilly than I anticipated it becoming. I mean, I guess they're all like this sometimes. Maybe one day I'll have a stream of chaos that the goblin I am deserves. One day. Evil plotting intensifies. Which I feel is the best way to say it, because that implies that the evil plotting was already began to start with. Or was already there to start with. Began and start shouldn't be in the same sentence, I don't think. Or at least not in the specific way I used it. You could say things like, he began to press the start button, like that works, I guess. I don't know what I meant. I don't know why I need to over-explain things. Well, I don't need to over-explain things, that's the thing. Alright then. With that alone, my anxiety just went, good morning. Because I'm just like, one of these moments I'm gonna fall into a giant cave and it's gonna suck. I'd like to not that happen, I don't think. Yeah, I'd like for that to not be a thing that happens. gonna have to go to get that pickaxe. I currently have a good amount of sticks, so I'll actually only have to go up to the crafting table and I'll be good. I just need to remember to only get the blocks that are in front of me, not the ones that are directly under me. That's why the rules don't dig straight down exist. I now wonder what friends I could invite to this server. Sorry, I just not started thinking about that because I was gonna send a message to the one friend. I'm like, well, normally they can see when it's on and they have the option to join or not. There's another friend I asked, but they have other things to do, of course. Or just don't feel up to it, whatever it is. I don't mind, it's merely a block game. So I'm like, there's two people. I don't know who else to ask that I know. I'll say people that I know who I can invite. Just one more left. Doesn't matter much, honestly, because it'll be quite fast. I wonder, do you guys think that rain is more annoying or soothing in Minecraft? I know for sure in person I like rain. I also like it in Minecraft, but I feel like there are times where it can get quite annoying. It feels quite peaceful to me. A storm in Minecraft, meanwhile, is much less peaceful. It can be exciting, for they're not too much of a common thing. I like storms in person, though, of course. Not sure why. Well, once just a storm. When it becomes a tornado watch, I become paranoid, of course. But don't most people. And there it goes. And there I go. Oh! Yeah, there I go indeed. gone out the back door, but that's fine. Where'd my bucket go? Oh, there are some things back here. Alright, to the surface I go. I think this is the way to face. Just gotta make more pickaxes. Maybe I'll make 5 more. Definitely more than necessary, but I don't care. I find it interesting how little hunger I lose when I do this, when you would imagine if in real life this would have been like the most. Because you're doing so much hard work. But I think the things in Minecraft are depending on things like jumping and running, which is really deals with your hunger. Walking as well, probably, but just much less. As I found out, apparently, if you stand still long enough, you'll never starve to death. Is it possible to be poisoned to death in Minecraft, or can it only ever get to that just one part? I've come to the conclusion that when I'm bored, I just question everything. Can't blame me, there's many things to question. Though I specifically just never understand things, so... That was about time I eventually run into a mine someone else had. No, so that was quite the delayed response. I don't know why I waited so long to say anything. I can now start talking about this week as if it's this week, since it is 1 a.m. and so it's technically Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday for me already now. So speaking of this week, well, I guess it would make sense which week I'm talking about, because it would be the end of the other week anyways. And so it'd make no sense to talk about a whole week like that, when there's only minutes in it. I already forgot the whole point of what I was saying. Oh yeah. So, I just realized I may end up slowly stop streaming or start to have shorter streams until I end up no longer streaming for just this week. I mean, until, yeah, I'll slowly have shorter streams and then eventually just not be streaming this week and not be streaming at all next week and possibly the week after that even. Because I have a vacation with the family people that I have to go with. I'm kidnapping this torch, it's mine now. But, yeah. And therefore, I may actually have to somewhat start to make a sleep schedule as well for myself. Which, as you could possibly guess, is not gonna be the easiest of things. Since currently, as I said, it is 1 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to get to going to sleep at around, well, originally it was 5 sometimes, though since my friend seems to be busy or going to sleep early, whichever it is. If they go to sleep early, good for them. I wish to achieve that. Or not early, but just normal time. Man, am I the only one who always feels like whether if I'm sleeping or something, I always just feel like I'm wasting time I could spend doing something. Or like right now, I'm wasting time that could be spent doing actually something. But at the same time, I don't know what that would actually be. Like every moment I spend just sitting here rambling off could have maybe been spent doing something like that, but I don't know if I did. I keep thinking I see a block there. Well, we're close enough to the bottom, I can get rid of this now. No. Oh, isn't the sound of lava right across the wall just so, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say so promising, so reassuring. You know, it'll all be alright when the lava starts. And I got nothing from that. Great. I'm not gonna bother with the rest then. Need an iron pick to do that. I'll finally kidnap these and put them in my house. These blocks. Punch to the face. Because you want to play patty cake, you only have one hand. That's what I thought. Run. Yeah, I honestly don't think. Why don't I can have a stroke? I don't think you know. I don't know what you think you thought was gonna happen. There we go. It is the sleep time. What gift do you have for me? I never know. Or I went under the bed. Or it just doesn't always happen, perhaps. That makes sense. And I can finally add more ladders to this sections. What? Was that a bat? Whatever it was, it scared me. I just realized it's because of all the rain in which the tops are now snowy, because when it rains, it snows up here. I wonder if there's other areas that begin to snow when it rains, when it's very high, if it's specifically mountains. Once again, one of those things I've never actually tested. No, my good sir. No! It's fine. This can be fixed. Okay, so yeah, I feel like if I just do one layer of cobblestone, and then I go by and try to put slabs alongside the top of the wood sections, and such. I'll be able to properly see much easier when I've done everything evenly or correctly compared to when you're this high up. Because I think I'll just do the stone in 3 layers as usual, as I've done with other things. I swear I clicked it, but okay. In the end, I made it to the ground, I guess. I guess there will be lots of things needing to be done when I make the pathway along the side. Just because there's areas that are not even, and so I'll need to find a way to make it possible to walk up and down it and such. That'll be figured out. Ooh. I like how eating when you're going up a ladder doesn't make you slower, like it does when you're running or trying to sprint. Well, I said running and sprinting, but when you're walking or running is what I mean. No. You know, they're outside the walls. They're outside the walls of the kingdom. They're trying to find a way in, but they shan't not. They shan't not get in. Oh, but they could be on their way to that, the upper corner on the mountain because it exploded. Okay, just... Perfect. I'm not even gonna bother with it being a chance. I'm plugging up this side before they have a chance of getting back over here. I don't want to risk it at all. So I'm the only one on, and I'm not gonna deal with these guys. If a raid is gonna be accidentally started, it'll definitely be by my hands, like it has been in the past. And those guys just walk. I can sprint. Okay. I feel much better now. Because from the way they're walking, I won't be surprised if they're trying to walk around to where their AI could sense the nearest opening into the area. And I'm not risking that. Unless they're just wandering off, perhaps. Nice to know the ladders are tall enough for that to be an option now. Sorry, I just about fell off again. I'm like, oh great. still curious why Welcome to the Internet of All Things is still stuck in my head. That wasn't even any of the songs I listened to today. Nothing against the song, of course. It's stuck in my head for a reason, but why? Okay, I'm gonna need more ladders than I thought I was going to. I'm curious if I should make the walkways out of stone as well. Or maybe even stone bricks. I don't know, what's up with you, Enderman? Ah, bricks are made of stone. Oh, let's do the glass up. Amethyst. So that's what that stuff's for. Makes sense, makes sense. What is these made out of? And what is a normal candle made out of? Oh, honey and string. Makes sense. That should be good now. That should be enough ladders now. So yeah, since this is all I have, I'm just gonna use these. Ooh, I should have brought an axe with me. Okay, so backwards is a no-go. Why can I stop falling into things? Alright then. Oh wait, there's the other piece. I want my slabs back. There we go. Just like this is gonna be so much slower. But it will be useful. So much fireplace yet to see the slab. I just realized I didn't even have whatchamacallit, streamer mode on Discord. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'll make this one just keep building up. Oops. Until I'm at the right height. Why must you always steal my slabs? By the way, I already have a list of things I am already preparing to change. So I just had the realization that I can just put ladders at the parts where there are drops in the this, and therefore all the strange steps that made everything all wonky now are unnecessary. Of all the things that go along in my brain, pre-thinking beforehand solutions isn't necessarily one thing that happens. Once I get to the end of this, I may actually get off and rage quit because of these slabs. Because I finally have a realization of what I should have done. And it is not what I have done. Oh, skeletons, please no. I'm not meant to be your first pincushion. No. Ooh. Oh, and of course it's not the skeletons that kill me, it's me just falling off my bum. Alright, let's go. Yeah, by the way, you'll probably hear me speaking more gibberish than usual. Simply because I've realized that I curse more. I just in general curse, and that is not something I ever thought I would start doing. And I wish to not. I don't even remember when I started. I think it's merely because I just really wanted to be able It's just because I hear the phrase, for instance, like shits and giggles. Like, that's something I would say, and I guess that just slowly evolved to other things as well. And so I'm like, yeah, I'd rather not. Just because I do not wish to accidentally say anything like that in front of a in-person human. Yeah, like I was saying, I actually meant it. I'm getting off now. I'm not bothering with this anymore. So great. Nice to see that I got no recommendations of anything to build. Maybe next time, you know? I don't know, actually. But yeah, I'ma just go. I keep thinking I had something to say and then I just don't. So yeah, I'ma just finally end it before I start blabbering on about blabbering on, I guess. I don't know. Like when people argue about arguing.